Askreddit Asks, were you ever that 1 in 1 million?
If so, what's your story?
I had 8 wisdom teeth. The dentist had never seen anything like it and called the whole office in to marvel at my teeth. Edit. Can't find the X-ray but I still have the teeth. Imager.com/VNRL6JF.
I had one in my sinus cavity.
Found Shark Boy's cousin. Hey, thanks for the platinum.
My first one!
Exclamation mark. Hugging face.
I was struck by lightning while talking on a landline. This was in the early 90s. Lightning struck the telephone line and traveled through the handset to my ear. My parents drove me to the ER. I couldn't talk very well. My brain knew what I wanted to say, but my mouth didn't want to say it. I had a terrible stutter. My doctor told me that I had had a dose of good old-fashioned electroshock therapy. My speech was normal the next day, but I get a terrible headache whenever a thunderstorm comes through. Edit. Autocucumber. Edit 2. Thank you for the gold.
1 in 6 million of being over 7 feet tall. 1 in 2 of being asked, how's the weather up there?
1 in 2 of being asked, how's the weather up there? But 7 in 8 chance of being asked, do you play basketball?
The appropriate response is, it's great. How do my balls smell down there? Edit. Thanks for the silvers. Also, many of you might want to check out our spit fetish NSFW with some of these suggestions: kissing face with closed eyes, sweat droplets.
Not sure if this is a blessing or a curse, but I'm an extremely tall human. 7'3", yes really. Not sure how rare that is. 1 in 6 million of being over 7 feet tall. 1 in 2 of being asked, how's the weather up there?
I'd say that's pretty rare. I've only ever met one at 7'1" and he's a famous Danish basketball player. But don't you get tired of all the comments and jokes? Thinking face.
I have completely unexplained hearing loss in my left ear. I had a cyst in it when I was 6. And the surgery to remove it and fix the ear was successful. When I was about 12, I woke up one morning with a killer headache and ear ringing. And after 3 days it went away, and so did my hearing. Doctors did multiple examinations and an MRI and they said it should be totally functional. It just isn't. 1 in a million case. Edit. Word of warning to new Redditors. Don't comment on a post before bed. I woke up and now I know what rip my inbox means. Edit 2. Thanks you, Blurgs, for my first gold.
I get a terrible headache whenever a thunderstorm comes through. That's just your brain shouting, stay away from the fucking phone. You, Orion over 89.
Or his superpowers at their maximum with no outlet. He needs to learn to release his newfound lightning power. Seed it. Edit to remove my edit. The game Infamous IRL.
For my 7th birthday we went to Disneyland. They just happened to be having a car a day giveaway when we were there. For my 7th birthday, Mickey Mouse gave me a Pontiac Firebird.
Do you still have the car?
I have a very rare skin disease that only 1 in a million people get. I've been told that I'll probably never meet another person in my lifetime with it.
Haley disease for those interested. Edit. For those asking. 1.
I was diagnosed by a team
of dermatologists.
They had to take a biopsy of one of my many outbreaks.
A picture of that particularly horrible rash is currently in a medical journal.
Or so I've been told.
2. Yes.
It is a very painful disease.
3. Yes.
I get steroid injections for it.
I also get Botox injections to control sweating and prevent some of my outbreaks. 4. No.
I don't know if you have this disease.
You have to get a biopsy. 5. Yes.
It's inherited.
My mother was a carrier.
And I've been told my grandmother had the disease for more than half her life.
I have symmetric bilateral coloboma of the iris and retina. Essentially, my pupils are shaped like keyholes instead of circles. A single coloboma is pretty rare. Double coloboma is even more rare. And double symmetrical, well, you get it. Edit. Obligatory. Thanks for the silver. Kind stranger, I fell asleep after posting this. And woke up to a bunch of feedback. I posted over in our eyes just now with more information. www.reddit.com/r/is/comments/at4fmh/my_bilateral_symmetric_coloboma/.
I hate reading stuff like this. If you're not safe lying asleep on a mattress, where are you safe? Exclamation mark. Question mark.
If it makes you feel better, the chances of it happening are smaller than dying in a fire in your sleep.
K1 wife is going to make sure we never sleep again.
Found Shark Boy's cousin. Hey, thanks for the platinum. My first one! Exclamation mark. Hugging face.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
I once guessed a 6-digit random combination on the first try. It was the only try I planned to give, as a kind of scratchpad whatever moment.
What was it? Literally 1 in a million.
I was in 2 separate car crashes in 2 separate cars in less than 45 minutes apart. Also, go you, Sharkboy edit. I wasn't the driver for either crash. First car was hit from the side. Friend came and picked us up. Car lost traction and we slid off the road and hit a pole. Neither was that bad, just poor timing.
Diagnosed with an extremely rare liver disease. Primary hyperoxaluria. Some 300 people in the United States currently have it. Basically pass a lot of kidney stones and need a double transplant to fix. Edit. Just woke up to a whole lot of questions and support. Thank you all very much and thank you for the gold. Edit. 2 golds? Nice. Also, I should have been more clear. When I say double transplant, I meant kidney plus liver transplant. Edit. Sorry for another edit, but I really just wanted to thank every single person who replied to my answer. So many times I lose myself in my own mind and feel alone, and the fact that I receive support from strangers helps me so much. Some people even offered to donate. Wow. Just wow. It's hard to express over text, but I will forever remember this. Also, I wanted to say to check up on the people around you. I may look like a normal person. I don't have tubes running from my body. My head may not be bald, but I still suffer mentally, and you know. Kidney stones, haha. Just check up on your friends and family and make sure they are doing okay. Thank you everyone. Closing parenthesis.
I was so freakishly allergic to ant and bee venom as a child that a single sting from a single little common black ant put me into anaphylactic shock. When my allergist was preparing to start immunotherapy for me, he found that the in-office lab equipment wasn't sensitive enough to measure the infinitesimally small amount of allergen with which to start my titration. So he had to send a sample of my blood to Johns Hopkins so that their lab could determine how much to give me. I did immunotherapy for several years to reach an immune response level at which it would be safe for me to basically exist in a non-frozen climate. Good news, though, I'm good now. I've had a few run-ins with ants and wasps since my immunotherapy and my body didn't freak out and shut down. And research indicates that if it hasn't done that after this long, I'm probably safe for, maybe forever. I don't have EpiPens and I'm not overly afraid of ants or bees. Edit. Wooer. Overnight response. Thanks for the silver. To answer a few questions. I live in Florida. I am not outdoorsy, but stinging things are everywhere. It is, in fact, the Australia of North America. No, my parents would not move me to the frozen tundra to be a nomadic reindeer herder at my behest. Little black ants do, in fact, sting. Several Lasius subspecies have stingers and venom. When an ant bites you, that's using their mandibles and does not deliver venom. When an ant stings you, that's using the butt needle and delivers the pain juice. Most ants do one or the other. Fire ants do both at the same time. I did some research a while back and found an academic paper that indicated that if I haven't had a reaction after this many years, the likelihood that I ever would again is vanishingly rare. I wish I could find it again right now, but I am already late getting ready for work. So if I find it later I will post it. I feel completely safe having a cell phone instead of an EpiPen.
I've got the middle toes on both feet webbed. So did Stalin. Quack.
This feels like a fun fact, but at the same time a threat.
So rare they named it twice. Edit. According to approximately 624 other Redditors,
Manhattan is the other name.
For the interested, the Haley disease was discovered by the brothers Hugh Edward Haley and William Howard Haley. That's why it's named twice.
Look out, I think Haley likes you.
Haley squared.
My ex was struck by lightning several times and lived. Died in a car accident though, so not as lucky as he claimed to be.
Life's a bitch like that sometimes. Once read about a man that lived early last century who would let himself be locked in a wooden barrel. Floated down the river and plummet off the Niagara Falls. Just for the thrill. He made it out just fine and would repeat the stunt a few more times. That is, until he slipped over an orange peel. Of all things, broke his neck and died.
I was on Tinder and was talking to this guy. He was supposed to meet me for dinner. I texted him and no answer. Then I texted him on Tinder. Said that he couldn't make it. However, I got a text back from the number. It wasn't the guy that I thought I texted. It was the actor, Gerard Butler. I thought he was lying until he FaceTimed me. Nice guy. Edit. Well, I didn't think this post would blow up. First, I didn't go on a date with him instead. He lives on the West Coast and I live on the East Coast. I didn't keep his number because I respect his privacy. When he FaceTimed me he was super casual and asked me why I was using Tinder and he wished me luck on it.
Hi, sorry you have the wrong number. By the way, I'm Gerard Butler.
The appropriate response is,
It's great. How do my balls smell down there? Edit. Thanks for the silvers. Also, many of you might want to check out our spit fetish NSFW with some of these suggestions: kissing face with closed eyes, sweat droplets.
Don't you mean, do you play basketball? Quote dot.
Had two 11 centimeters benign tumors growing in my spine, resulting in gradual paralysis from my chest down. They had no idea how the tumors formed. Surgery took 11 hours when they thought it would take 4 because the tumors were so complexly woven throughout my spine. I now have pretty much half a spine and chronic pain, but I'd take that over losing my life from paralysis and being unable to breathe. Folded hands, medium light skin tone. Edit. Wow, thank you for all the support. I didn't realize this was going to blow up as much as it did. If anyone has specific questions and wants to message me, feel free. I am at your service. Face savoring food. Thanks again for all the support and love. It made my day. XO.
I have an unknown type of autosomal dominant centronuclear myopathy. My type of it is so rare that they haven't even seen it before. Getting diagnosed was a multi-year struggle. They pretty much had to rule out everything else. It doesn't feel great to be in this club by myself. Countless blood draws, MRIs, CAT scans and a biopsy and genetic test. So far, it looks like my father and I are the only ones with it. Yay. Edit. Thank you guys for all the kind messages and support. I really do appreciate it.
If anyone is going through the struggle of getting a diagnosis,
message me. I can't help with the diagnosis, but I can help with the feelings. Second edit. As a researcher has pointed out, this isn't really rare, just a type that hasn't really been seen in the population yet. Meaning there is certainly more people out there, just not tested or diagnosed yet. In the future, I'll probably be 1 in 50. 000 to 1 in 100. 000. Sorry to make everyone think I was 1 in a million.
Amazing. That's the combination on my luggage.
Remind me to change the combination on my luggage.
Got a rare but potentially deadly rash from a medication. I laughed when I first saw the bottle with the warning, and said knowing my luck I'd get it. I did. Ended up in a burn unit with my skin sloughing off. Not a fun week. Edit. Holy shit. Big response. It's been amazing to hear how many people have similar stories, and are taking meds with high risk. And for those wondering what med, it was lamotrigine for me.
Stephen Johnson's. The word sloughing has always made me uncomfortable.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day, you wonderful people.